Hello. Thank you all for
Shondrella,
having
can
me.
you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
you're going to have to call on the landline. Remember, I instructed you to do that. Do you have a phone where you can call 504-556-9696? Because we can't hear you through the phone. I mean, through the live stream. But all right, so she'll be back in a second and call us in a minute. But yeah,
Can
we
you give
do.
me
We
that?
were talking about this earlier. I'm the president of the Women's Republican Club of New Orleans. We had our meeting today, and we live streamed it. Nathan Koenig,
Yes, Koenig.
Koenig, and what's his Substack? Do you remember his Substack? Louisiana First Standard, I believe, is his Substack, and he does write articles for the Hayride. And Nathan was a breath of fresh air.
Yes, he was.
A young man, 24 years old, Christian conservative, and that young man knew more than most people in their 50s and 60s, and even in his age. So it was refreshing to see and to hear Nathan Koenig talk the way he spoke.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then we had Miss Shondrell Perrilloux, who's running in District 2 against two other Republicans, Devin Graham and Christy Lynch, and Miss Shondrell. Am I saying that right? Shondrell Perrilloux. Sorry about that, Shondrell. And they're running against Troy Carter and another Democrat. I believe his name is Devin Davis. So there'll be 5 candidates running in that race. And everybody needs to get out and vote. If you're in District 2, you need to listen to how the candidates are and find out who it is that you'd want to vote for. So that number, Shondrell, is up. She's off the line now, and she must be calling in.
Try to call on the hotline.
504-556-9696.
Number.
She's calling in. She's dialing it in right now.
Okay.
504-556-9696. That's the dial-in number. All right. So there she is. She's calling right now. Okay. So, it's important. I mean, look, when we're canceling out our own people on the Republican side because Republicans don't even have faith in God, they say they believe in God, yet they're cheating, lying, stealing. They're doing the opposite of what they say. I mean, most of the time, I prefer the Democrats because at least they tell you to your face what they're doing. The Republicans do it behind the closed doors.
The problem with the Republican Party is they want to be friends with the media. They want to be friends. They're scared. They're afraid of condemnation. I'm not.
We're going to have to go on a quick break.
Okay, we'll be with Shondrell when we get back. You listen to Holy Patriotic Jambalaya radio show. Call the at Cost Metals talk line 504-556-9696. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, this is Mike from the Holy N Patriotic Jambalaya show. If you need to convert your existing bathtub into a step-in shower, call my friends at A New Beginning Refinishing. They can repair and refinish any type of bathtub or shower, no matter the size of the repair. A New Beginning Refinishing has been using a new high-gloss casting porcelain coating guaranteed to never peel. They also offer a unique service called the Tuck Cut, which is a fraction of the cost of replacement, and adding a grab bar installation and a slip-resistant surface helps to improve accessibility, reduce accidents, and helps people remain in their home as long as possible. Call A New Beginning Refinishing, LLC for a free estimate at 985-279-5103 or visit their website at www.anewbeginningrefinishing.com. Or you can visit their showroom in Hollycrest Plaza at 600 North Highway 190, Suite 2 in Covington. That's A New Beginning Refinishing, LLC at 985-279-5103.
Look at this outrageous insurance bill.
Man, everything Washington does makes life more expensive. Thank God we have Governor Landry.
What's he doing?
Well, while Washington's made a mess of things, inflation, gas, food, and the economy, Jeff Landry's fighting back, recruiting new jobs, trimming state government, and standing up for us.
Thank you. Everyone's struggling. Everyone except for the insurance companies. They're getting rich off record profits, while my rates keep going up.
Jeff Landry knows that. He's taking action. Jeff signed nearly 30 bills to reduce rates and vetoed a bill that lets insurance companies profit even more.
Oh, but they didn't like that.
Political insiders aren't happy, but Jeff won't slow down. Just keeps fighting for us and winning.
Governor Jeff Landry always puts families over special interests and fights for what's fair. Paid for by Protect Louisiana Values.
Hello, Christian Patriots. Want to invest in gold and silver at cost? Well, you've come to the right place. At Cost Metals. At costmetals.com. You can purchase gold and silver at much lower prices than the leading metals exchanges. Call 985-469-1188 or email Huck at WGSO.com or flamingconservative@WGSO.com. And right now, at Cost Metals has a new coin, the Trump assassination coin. You do not want to miss this coin at costmetals.com.
Celebrate 35 years of the New Orleans Film Festival this October 16th through the 27th. Get your pass today and join us for extraordinary films, panels, special guests, and unforgettable parties throughout the city. Don't miss out. Secure your pass today. For passes, tickets, schedules, and virtual screenings, visit NewOrleansFilmSociety.org. 35 years in the making.
Hey everybody, this is Mike from the Holy N Patriotic Jambalaya Show. If you need to convert your existing bathtub into a step-in shower, call my friends at A New Beginning Refinishing. They can repair and refinish any type of bathtub or shower, no matter the size of the repair. A New Beginning Refinishing has been using a new high-gloss casting porcelain coating guaranteed to never puke. They also offer a unique service called the Tub Cut, which is a fraction of the cost of replacement, and adding a grab bar installation and a slip-resistant surface helps to improve accessibility, reduce accidents, and helps people remain in their home as long as possible. Call A New Beginning Refinishing, LLC for a free estimate at 985-279-5103 or visit their website at www.anewbeginningrefinishing.com. Or you can visit their showroom in Hollycrest Plaza at 600 North Highway 190, Suite 2 in Covington. That's A New Beginning Refinishing, LLC at 985-279-5103.
Look at this outrageous insurance bill.
Man, everything Washington does makes life more expensive. Thank God we have Governor Landry.
What's he doing?
Well, while Washington's made a mess of things, inflation, gas, food, and the economy, Jeff Landry's fighting back, recruiting new jobs, trimming state government, and standing up for us.
Thank you. Everyone's struggling. Everyone except for the insurance companies. They're getting rich off record profits, while my rates keep going up.
Jeff Landry knows that. He's taking action. Jeff signed nearly 30 bills to reduce rates and vetoed a bill that lets insurance companies profit even more.
Oh, but they didn't like that.
Political insiders aren't happy, but Jeff won't slow down. Just keeps fighting for us and winning.
Governor Jeff Landry always puts families over special interests and fights for what's fair. Paid for by Protect Louisiana Values.
Get ready, Greater New Orleans. The Great Southern Gun and Knife Show is coming for 2 days only, October 26th and 27th at the Punch Train Center on Williams Boulevard. Show hours, Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 10 to 5. Hundreds of dealer tables available, full of guns, knives, ammunition, holsters, gun books, camouflage, jewelry, and more. That's the Great Southern Gun and Knife Show, October 26th and 27th at the Punch Train Center. Show hours, 9 to 5 on Saturday, 10 to 5 on Sunday. Don't miss it.
This is Kate Delaney from America Tonight. The show kicks on at midnight, and I'm loving the overwhelming support in New Orleans. What a group of fantastic listeners here on WGSO 990 AM. Join me every morning to catch up on what I call the buzz in your backyard and mine. You'll hear some of the most interesting people on the planet from the world of business, politics, sports, and, well, just intriguing people with a story to tell. If you're around, give us a call. Don't worry, I'll spit out the number plenty of times on the air. Let's agree to meet at midnight right here on WGSO 990 AM in New Orleans.
Welcome back to Holy N Patriotic Jambalaya Radio Show. It's John Swisher. And from Liberty or Lockdown, my guest co-host today, Martha Huckabay.
Yep, that's right. I'm here, right here with you all the way. We're going to keep fighting for our country, and we're not going to stop. And the fight's on both sides. It's real. It's not just the Democrats. It's the Republicans, too. And our guest that we have on the line right here, Shondrell Perrilloux, she is so well familiar of how the Republican Party has been treating her. So, Ms. Shondrell, thank you so much for coming on to the show, Holy N Patriotic Jambalaya. It was a pleasure to hear you today, and you were the only candidate that actually showed up for our quasi debate, but we were able to hear what you had to say, and we appreciate that. You there?
Yes, and thank you so much for having me on, giving this opportunity to be a part of your platform on today.
Yes, that's right. Tell us a little bit about your campaign.
Well, it's a grassroots campaign, but I am a woman of vision and purpose. My platform is focusing primarily on education, economics, and the environment. We're in some pretty crucial time, and it calls for leadership that is competent, that has the ability to see beyond the veil, and to bring about a collective resolution for the advancement of District 2. So I feel in this season I have what it takes to move our district forward in a positive direction.
I believe you do too.
I know you do, Shondrell.
Mm-hmm. So you're a breath of fresh air. Too much truth for them. I'm not sure if they're ready for you, but I know it's time that the Lord puts people on the scene that will actually do what they're, like you said, a servant for the voters. You're called to be a servant.
People are suffering, Martha. I mean, we just need to deal with the reality of things and put aside the political, shenanigans and all the other ideologies that just have been ineffective. We have children that, I mean, it's sad to say, our kids, some of them don't even know how to sign their name in cursive. Some of them don't even know how to critically think. Most of the time you're communicating with them, they're relying on Google to give them answers. I believe the insight that I have is to bring back a solid foundation for our children so that they can be productive citizens of society, and not only that, even for the adults to have opportunities available for them to choose to have a better advancement, a head start for the futures of their families, so that they'll be able to provide for their families. People are struggling. People are losing their homes. That we need relief. We need leadership that is not afraid to stand up and to go up against the norm, to be a voice, the real voice of the people.
That's correct. That's correct. It's not available. Unfortunately, I'm thinking that I'm not sure this Republican Party and this Democratic Party really stem from one, which is the establishment, and we're not getting anywhere. We're all in a rut. There's a rut going on here, and it's going to be the Lord to pull us out this rut, expose what's really going on in the Republican Party, equally as the Lord is exposing what's going on in the Democratic Party.
Right, and that's primarily goes back to the leadership. we need a stand up type of leadership that will be courageous and bold to also, first of all, we have to be able to identify. You have to be able to identify the problems before you can manifest a solution. And what I find that's happening is majority of these politicians, and I say these politicians because I don't consider myself as a politician. I consider myself as a servant. And a lot of these politicians may have started with a vision, but then once they started collaborating and getting um, involved in other organized individual settings, it took them away from the original intent. And I don't intend to be that way. And I pray that I will not end up that way, that I would remain one that's really with a sound foundation as a visionary for people and not the establishment, because I understand how the establishment can come up against you and can create opposition, especially when you're not adhering to their agenda. But my agendas is the people's agendas, not the establishment's agenda. I'm open for suggestions, but at the end of the day, I want to be able to live with my conscience and my conviction.
Shondrell, hold that thought. Stay with us. We have to go to a long break. You're listening to Liberty Lockdown edition of Holy N Patriotic Jambalaya radio show. Call the at Cost Metals talk line 504-556-9696. We'll be right back.
Hope we're not having too much feedback, huh, Martha?
Hey everybody, this is Mike from the Holy N Patriotic Jambalaya show. If you need to convert your existing bathtub into a step-in shower, call my friends at A New Beginning Refinishing. They can repair and refinish any type of bathtub or shower, no matter the size of the repair. A New Beginning Refinishing has been using a new high-gloss casting porcelain coating, guaranteed to never peel. They also offer a unique service called the Tup Cut, which is a fraction of the cost of replacement, and adding a grab bar installation and a slip-resistant surface helps to improve accessibility, reduce accidents, and helps people remain in their home as long as possible. Call A New Beginning Refinishing, LLC for a free estimate at 985-279-5103 or visit their website at www.anewbeginningrefinishing.com. Or you can visit their showroom in Hollycrest Plaza at 600 North Highway 190, Suite 2 in Covington. That's A New Beginning Refinishing, LLC at 985-279-5103.
Tune in to the Your Personal Bank Show, Saturdays at 11 a.m. or contact parents at yourpersonalbank.com. The Your Personal Bank Show, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on WGSO 990 a.m.
Hello, this is
New
Jack
Orleans.
Clay. I want to thank all my listeners and the support I get here at WGSO for making our program, The Jack Clegg Show, successful. Along with that success has come a change in time zones. No, we're not moving to the Pacific time zone, but we are changing the time of our show. Now, for the immediate future, it will be 11 a.m. to noon on Tuesday and Thursday. Callers are welcome. That's a Jack Clegg Show at 11 a.m. to noon. Thanks for listening.
Negative news got you down?
Tune in at 4 o'clock on Thursdays and turn your life around. Only good vibes.
On WGSO 990 AM.
Chef Jamie Gwen here. Tune in for delicious conversation and let me feed your soul every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM. Voice
Louisiana Radio Network. I'm Colleen Crane. A continuing burn ban in Louisiana is a response to ongoing dry conditions, low humidity, and high winds, raising concerns among firefighters about a potential increase in wildfires. Agriculture and Forestry Commissioner Dr. Mike Strain noted there have been 29 fires across the state in the past few days.
And we've been having 9 or 10 fires per day, so please be very, 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 very careful.
The dry weather is expected to persist. The The Louisiana National Guard held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for a new readiness center at Chenault International Airport in Lake Charles. Colonel Scott Slavin praised the project as a reflection of the determination and hard work ensuring soldiers have access to a modern facility. The project was 75% federally funded and 25% came from the state.
The partnership with our federal partners, our state partners at the local level here in Lake Charles, with our Chenault folks that we work very and extremely close with.
LRN.
I'm Richard Funtner, president of the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation. For more than 100 years, Louisiana Farm Bureau has been the voice of Louisiana agriculture. Louisiana Farm Bureau advocates on behalf of all the farmers and ranchers across our great state. What that really means is we advocate for you to ensure we have the safest, most abundant, and affordable food supply in the world. Louisiana Farm Bureau is 145,000 members strong, and we want you to join the Louisiana Farm Bureau family.
Visit lafarmbureau.org. The Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Hey, y'all. Fall festival season continues with these events. October 19th through 20th, Madisonville Wooden Boat Festival and Poche Plantation Arts, Crafts, and Music Festival in Convent. October 19th, Acadia Music Fest in Thibodaux, Ragley Heritage and Timber Festival, and a taste of the Deep South Festival in Baton Rouge. Visit festivals.explorelouisiana.com and make your plans to laissez les bon temps rouler.
Look at this outrageous insurance bill.
Man, everything Washington does makes life more expensive. Thank God we have Governor Landry.
What's he doing?
Well, while Washington's made a mess of things, inflation, gas, food, and the economy, Jeff Landry's fighting back, recruiting new jobs, trimming state government, and standing up for us.
Thank you. Everyone's struggling. Everyone except for the insurance companies. They're getting rich off record profits, while my rates keep going up.
Jeff Landry knows that. He's taking action. Jeff signed nearly 30 bills to reduce rates and vetoed a bill that lets insurance companies profit even more.
Oh, but they didn't like that.
Political insiders aren't happy, but Jeff won't slow down. He just keeps fighting for us and winning.
Governor Jeff Landry always puts families over special interests and fights for what's fair. Paid for by Protect Louisiana Values.
Hello, Christian Patriots. Want to invest in gold and silver at cost? Well, you've come to the right place. At Cost Metals. At costmetals.com. You can purchase gold and silver at much lower prices than the leading metals exchanges. Call 985-469-1188 or email huck@wgso.com or flamingconservative@wgso.com. And right now, At Cost Metals has a new coin, the Trump assassination coin. You do not want to miss this coin. At costmetals.com.
Are you looking for the perfect personalized gift for your friends and loved ones? Then look no further than Crow and Crescent. Crow and Crescent provides customizable handmade gifts, tumbler cups, and much more. All items are handmade with care and can be gift wrapped with personalized messages. For more information, you can find us at crowandcrescent.com and on Instagram. Crow and Crescent, let us show you the right gift for any occasion.
Welcome back, Holy N Patriotic Jambalaya radio show. It's John Swisher with my guest co-host Martha Huckabay from Liberty Lockdown and our guest of honor, 2nd Congressional District candidate Shondrell Perrilloux, the conservative candidate. You back? You there, Shondrell? Shondrell.
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry about that. Yes, and I just wanted to elaborate a bit. I don't know if the feedback is y'all having a good receptive. I'm hoping I'm not.
You have to turn your radio down or mute your computer.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let's turn it down. Okay. That's better.
Much better.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because I thought I was feeding back. But one thing that I just wanted to touch bases on that you don't hear too many candidates mentioning about, which is the ideology of fair wages. I know that's something that some conservative would raise eyebrows about, but no one dared, some of them dared to not ask what to elaborate on that. And I have a very unique responds to what I mean by fair wages. I'm not trying to dictate the cost of what employers would be paying as wages, but I would make sure that there is some legislation, some laws in place to create transparency to where the employer and the employee would be able to negotiate a lot more during the hiring process, and that's the component of my fair wages line item on my platform. It would allow the employer to pretty much get a feel of the employee's anticipated wages, because once you have a mutual respect and understanding of compensation, I find that you would have more retention of employees, especially as being a business owner myself. I find that would be a very unique concept to introduce, which would also have the government to offer a little more incentives to the employers for adopting the method. Is my understanding that the cost, because of the cost of living, a lot of individuals have been discouraged about entering the workforce because of not being paid a sufficient amount of money to even cover the rent. So a part of my fair wages itinerary would to be more creative and offer incentives to the employers and employees as they can reach employment common ground for the wages to be earned. Does it make sense to you where I'm coming from with that?
Yep. Yes, it does. You're a business owner, and taxes is one of our biggest enemies.
Yeah, yeah. And it's in on both ends for as the small business tax is an issue, and also for the employees tax are an issue. So one of my goals is to reduce taxation and to have more monies in the pockets of the employees, because regardless, the more money that's available, it will still boost the economy, because it will give the employee more spending power, which means the more purchase they're making, even in retail stores, it still have tax that have to be paid. So basically, the taxation from that perspective will be given to the retail or the place of business where the purchases are being made, which means that it already will be inclusive, and it will not be really a burden on the retail facility, because those taxes are automatically coming at the expense of the consumer anyway. So I have some pretty unique ideas. I'm a visionary on ways how we can actually um, less stressfully it boost the economy without it being a burden, rather a burden on the taxpayers, inclusive of the employers. And also I'm a big advocate of protecting Social Security and making sure that there is government oversight, because we need oversight. The government itself has to have accountability to the constituents, because we the taxpayers, we the ones that actually are the stakeholders. And what I'm finding that's happening is that government is mostly now acting as if they are a business instead
Yes, tell
of
me about
government.
it.
Well, that probably has to do when America became a corporation. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
Yes, and not too many people is touching bases on that fact that America has lost its sovereignty
Yes.
in the aspect of the becoming a
And
corporation.
you
And
know what? That brings me to this book right here called The Midnight Rider. The author's name is The Midnight Rider Rides Again, Derek Johnson. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but this is his book right here. And he was canceled on every platform because he actually wrote a book on all the executive orders that Trump had implemented in the 4 years he was in there, and what was going to happen in the next 4 years was what is about to happen these next 4 years. So they had to steal the election because there was no way they were going to let Trump implement what he was about to. And it was to show the people that we were no longer a sovereign nation with the Federal Reserve and the taxation without representation. Everything that they have been doing to us, every president, I believe, except maybe Ronald Reagan. But even Ronald Reagan, I mean, has not represented we the people really, except for Donald Trump. And
Kennedy wanted to get rid of the Federal Reserve. He paid for it with his life.
That's exactly correct.
And are
So
you familiar that United States, prior to the last election, with the election with Trump, it was bankrupt
yes,
before Biden had it, and they re-inscribed the debt Trump was trying to have us to become back with our sovereignty. But with the bankruptcy, they re-inscribed back that debt that we would have been forgiven. So we are in a very crucial time, and people's not understanding. You may not like Trump, but you got to respect his policies, because it was actually for the people. Not when I say you may not meaning us, because as you know, we understand Trump and we understand what he is trying to accomplish. It's just that they're trying to put a taboo on the that he has done to make America great again, and they have come with the tactic to divide and conquer us, meaning the establishment. But President Trump, some don't even understand, he did not even take a salary. So think about that. All other presidents have taken a salary. Donald J. Trump did not even accept a salary. That's just how much his passion and his heart was for making America great again for all people. I don't understand why they try to make it as if he was talking about a special sector of people.
yeah.
No, he was talking about America and to protect our borders, because we have immigrants that are benefiting off of our tax dollars while we have veterans who are homeless. And that's one of the things that I will advocate strongly for is our veterans. They fought in first line of defense for our country, and they're being treated like second class citizens.
Look over there at Springfield, Ohio. The immigrants are getting more than the veterans. So I mean, it's happening everywhere. The illegals are getting more than the Americans, and we've sent all our taxes out to foreign countries, and we don't have enough money to even provide money for the North Carolina incident. I mean, a
Because
hurricane. I mean, it's incredible what's going on. So I think there's going to be a God reset, not a Hillary Clinton red button Russia reset. It's going to be a God reset come when we get Trump in there, and people are going to be surprised what the Lord does through Trump. And I'm praying that somehow, some way, establishment is dismantled, the Republican Party and the Democratic Party go bye-bye, and the Lord brings us some kind of new system. I don't know what that would be, but one that would be legitimate. No Federal Reserve, no taxes, everything that you said today. You are just you would make a great congresswoman in Trump's cabinet, because you speak about everything he talks about, and I think you would do great. But let's just keep going.
we got to go to
Well,
break. Hold that thought, Shondrell. You listen, Holy Patriotic Jambalaya radio show. Call the At Cost Metals talk line, 504-556-9696. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Holy N Patriotic Jambalaya Radio Show. It's John Swisher with my guest co-host from Liberty or Lockdown, Martha Huckabee.
Anyway, I was saying that Shondrell's a little baby Trump, and that's why you and I are rolling together, because I'm another baby Trump. And but because we love the Lord and we want to fix this nation, and we're not playing around with both Republicans and Democrats. The corruption needs to come to an end, and all these people in the judicial system that are protecting pedophiles, all that's coming to an end too.
And
Every
we need
bit
to
of
keep
corruption
our
is
president in
coming to an
prayer.
end, huh?
We need to keep him in prayer because we know that the enemy is like a warring lion seeking whom he may devour, and we must keep President Trump covered in prayer, because God forbid, whether well, no matter what this result of the election, there will be a upset. There's gonna be
Either
some very
way,
bitter people.
yeah.
I'm just hoping that we're on the side of the success, that Trump is reelected so that he can finish the great work that he started. We must unite as a people, like-minded people, to lift him up, to
Yeah.
keep him covered in every area, because they have come up against him. He'd have even taken a bullet has taken a bullet. His life has been tampered with so many times, and it's very serious. People don't understand this man took, a great sacrifice to say that he would be willing to put aside his daily business to serve this country, and to get the type of retaliative behavior that he is experiencing is just unbelievable, Martha.
Yeah. Well, God wins. We know who wins. God won already. Jesus won, and God won, and he's going to win again. And this is going to it's going to feel like this guy here says we're already in war. And I believe him. And so we just got to keep on praying through it. I want to mention one thing real quick. I know you talked about education, school choice. And one of the things that I'd like to do is get Dr. John Merrifield connected with President Donald Trump and get him in his cabinet to oversee school choice. And that would be great to have you in there as a congresswoman, because I know you'd work well with Trump and with Dr. Merrifield working for school choice. And, this school choice system reform, how and why is Price less tail, unproductive school choice debates, and a fiscal cliff, all written by Dr. John Merrifield. And we're going to pray, because we really need school choice implemented in the nation. And we got to get this right. We got to get this right.
Yes, we do we need school choice, and that way we will be able to have the parents have a little more oversight and control over how and who are educating out their children.
Yeah. We're going to bring
Knowledge is power.
Shondrell. Let's go ahead and go with Matthew from Metairie. Matthew, you there?
Here.
Do you have a question for Shondrell?
Well, the question is, how do you spell your name? Because I tried to look at your website and got nowhere.
SAUNDRELL.
Yeah, you can visit my website with the agenda. All my entire platform is laid out. Go to elect Shondrell, SHONDRELL.com. It's very simple. My website is electchandrell.com, and there's tons of information on what it is I have done and what it is I will continue to do to be the real voice of the people.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and look that up, and I'll spread it on my social
And
media.
please spread the word, and let your community know that there is a true fighter for the people that is a candidate in District 2. This is a grassroots campaign. But I guarantee once you visit the site, you'll be amazed at the things that I have done and what I intend to do. And I recently supported the AT&T workers that was on strike for their voices to be heard. That was a success. And I also supported the longshoremen's strike. I'm for fair wages. That's part of my agenda. So clearly, you see my work speak for itself. I was on the first line right there with them, supporting them for their rights, for an increase
Well,
in
I wish
wage.
you well in your election. I went and voted early today. I had called up to talk about that, but it looks like that's going to have to wait till Monday. So good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you,
and
Matthew.
good fortune.
Appreciate you.
Now,
All right, we're gonna go to Mark.
We have another caller.
Yes, Mark.
Hello. Good afternoon. I just want to commend the lady and, pretty much agree with her, just like I agree with you, ma'am. I've been listening to y'all. Y'all right on target. You've been saying nothing wrong. Just be careful because this is all about international affairs. When I'm thinking, like, when you had mentioned, ma'am, about the corporations running America, I call them merchants. We also have the merchants that have penetrated the White House. When I say merchants, you should know what I'm talking about when I say the merchants. So the
Yes,
merchants
we
are the
do.
problem.
We understand.
Problem here in America. That's all I want to say. I'm going to sit back and listen now. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that.
Thank you. And he said something very powerful. It is the merchants versus the Holy Grail, Martha. Exactly, that's what it is.
I have to go look that up. We'll have to take a look at that. Merchants versus Holy Grail. I'm unfamiliar with that, but I do know that this is much deeper and that we are a corporation. That corporation needs to be undone. I think it has been. I believe that under Trump's first term, he removed the corporation, but when Biden and them stole
Biden reinstated it.
Biden reinstated it. Exactly. So
when they had
we're in
the election.
I know we don't have much time left, Shondrell. Hold on one second. We the body of Christ needs to pray because we are going to see something very explosive happen right before our eyes. But God wins. We win. We will win. And
That's right.
And we need to be at peace in the middle of this war because this is a war that's battling in the heavenly realms. It's a demonic war. And these principalities are fighting for souls. Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And his purpose is to rule, in this earthly realm. But if God dwells in you, which he dwells in us, we are the body of Christ, then greater is he that is in me than he that is of the world. We have more power than they do. They are powerless.
That's right.
Every last one of them, both Republicans and Democrats. Without God, you are powerless. You cannot defeat us. You will not defeat us.
Philippians 4:13.
That's right. And we will win, and God wins. And when this all flips, the script flips, Trump wins, and he gets his new cabinet in, it's not going to be the way it was before. It's going to be much different, but it's going to be very good. So hold tight. If the lights go out for a minute, hold tight. Pray. Don't operate out of fear. Know that God is with you.
That's right. Just like what we was talking about, what you talked when I called in your show yesterday. I'm being attacked. You being attacked.
Yeah. You think we're being attacked because we're wrong? No, we're being attacked because we're right, because we have the Lord in us and he's leading us to fight this fight. And
that's false evidence appearing to be real
False
is what fear is. And that God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind to pull down every stronghold. And I thank you all for the opportunity to be on this platform. And we must be reminded that Trump is the last trumpet.
He is.
And we need him to finish the great work that God has used him to start. And even though the enemy came to throw a delay, we know delay don't mean deny it.
That's right. That's right. So you know what? There is going to be a great reset, but it's going to be a God reset.
That's right.
It's not going to be a Hillary Clinton red button globalist reset. The global cabal, y'all are going down. And the patriotic American people, both left and right, are going to come together in God, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
That's right.
And we're going to show this nation what it is to be a Christian nation, a beacon of light. And we're going to lead other nations to the Lord. And revival's coming. And it's, you don't know the Lord. Pick a side. That's what I have to say. Pick a side. You want to pick a side that doesn't know God? You're going to reap that. So
And Martha, can you remind them again to go to the site to visit about the platform about electiondrill.com? I mean, it's tons of information on me and my accomplishments so that they can spread the word. I know it's late in the game, but it's better late than never. That if they can just spread the word, each one reach one, go to the website, and most importantly, to go out and vote. I mean, it's a simple website, electiondrill.com.
Yes. And
SHONDRELL, Shondrell.com.
You are the true conservative candidate, Shondrell.
Yes, I'm humbled. I'm a vessel willing to be used by the Most High God. I am God-fearing, and all woe to them that say we should not mix politics with religion. I want to remind them, remember what the lots that was being cast when they went to choose the other additional disciple? That was a form of voting. So no, we have to be reminded that God does honor the election. So we need the elections within our spiritual principles as well, because we need leaders that's with a heart after the Lord, like David.
See, you got a great attitude on what a true servant is. Troy Corder, he thinks we're his servants, and he forgot it's our tax dollars that pays his salary.
Yeah. Wow. And keep me in prayer.
Yeah,
I'm not perfect, but I have a purpose.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Shondrell. That's electshondrell.com.
Thank you for having me.
November 5th is election day. You can go out and early vote, or you can vote on election day. It's Holy and Patriotic Jambalaya. The Lord bless you.
God, family, and country in that order. See you next week.